Everyone, welcome to the show. So, what do you know? Another religious zealot has been accused of being a complete hypocrite and a predator. Matt Schlapp is the married to a woman, chairman of the Conservative Political Action Coalition, also known as CPAC. You know, that group, they host an event every year. They boast about how they're conservative Christians and they platform anti-LGBTQ hate mongers like Viktor Orban. So Schlapp was just accused of sexually assaulting a male staffer from Herschel Walker's campaign. Here's what allegedly went down and the written and video evidence that the staffer has provided to the Daily Beast. On October 19th of 2022, a male staff member of the Walker campaign says that he was tasked with driving Schlapp. He was supposed to drive him to his hotel, drive him various places while they were in town for some reason. So before heading to Schlapp's hotel, the men stopped at two different bars. He says that Schlapp bought him drinks, and then he told the staffer, I want to spend some time with you discussing your, quote, professional future. So the staffer told the Daily Beast that while they're at these bars, Schlapp keeps repeatedly intruding into his personal space. But he said that he was very aware of the power dynamic between the two of them. This was very top of mind for him. And he said, I realize he's very powerful. He's an influential figure in conservative politics. I mean, in this guy's mind, he can make or break my career. The staffer told the reporter, quote, it was a public space, and I was thinking that he got the hint. I did not want to embarrass him, but it escalated. So this staffer alleges that after leaving the bar, as he's driving Schlapp to his hotel, Schlapp places his hand on the staffer's leg. Then the staffer claims that Schlapp reached over and, quote, fondled his crotch for an extended period of time. The staffer said that he froze, that he was in shock, and he referred to this as, quote, scarring and humiliating. Then they reach Schlapp's hotel. Schlapp invites him up to his room. The staffer, of course, declines. He said, I got out of there as soon as I could. Later that night, he gets a call from Schlapp, and he said it was very short, to the point. He wanted to know, are you going to be driving me to another event tomorrow? The staffer says, yes, I'm going to drive you. After he hangs up with that call, he says he broke down. So he breaks down, he records this tearful video, or I guess numerous different videos, and he shared these videos with the Daily Beast. So they could see these videos were made that day. In the videos, he's, again, a married, straight man. He's crying. He's recounting the details of this alleged assault. And he says, quote, in regard to Matthew Schlapp, chairman of CPAC, who approximately 2 hours ago put his hands on me in a sustained and unsolicited and unwanted manner. He goes on to say, quote, Matt Schlapp of CPAC grabbed my junk and pummeled it at length. Don't know what that means, but okay. I don't think I want to know. And he said, basically all of the things that victims of sexual assault always say to themselves, including blaming themselves, feeling shamed. He said he felt dirty. He questioned how he was supposed to pick Schlapp up the next day and then pretend like nothing happened. Typical stuff, right? That he shouldn't feel guilty about because it wasn't his fault. He didn't invite this. He didn't say it was okay and should never happen, not to a man or a woman. So the following morning, he contacts the Walker campaign and he tells them everything that happened. And so they pulled him from Schlapp's driving duty. They said, no, you don't have to drive him. And then they said, we want you to put it in writing to Schlapp and tell him that he made you uncomfortable. So the staffer did that. He texted Schlapp and he wrote, quote, I did want to say I was uncomfortable with what happened last night. The campaign does have a driver who is available to get you to Macon and back to the airport. And Schlapp's reply was really telling. He responded with, quote, please give me a call. And then he followed that up by calling the staffer 3 times over a 20-minute period. So when the staffer didn't answer his calls and he didn't respond, Schlapp then texted, quote, "If you could see it in your heart to call me at the end of the day, I would appreciate it. If not, I wish you luck on the campaign and hope you keep up the good work." So Schlapp is denying all of this, of course, but Herschel Walker's campaign confirmed all of this. They corroborated this guy's story. They said, yes, we were made aware of this incident. We referred him to legal counsel. And as I said, Schlapp's response is very telling. It tells you something did happen. Because if the staffer was making it up, if you were on the other end of that, you would text back and say, what do you mean? What made you uncomfortable? What happened last night? Right? He would have asked, to what are you referring? What happened? I don't get it. Instead, he was like, oh no, yeah, I don't want to do this in writing. Let's get on the phone instead. Oh, and please find it in your heart to call me so we don't have to have this conversation in writing. As for the staffer, he says he didn't come forward earlier because Walker's campaign was already a hot mess, not his exact words. Those are my words. But, we all know what was going on with Walker's campaign at that time. And he said he's not releasing his name because he just started a new job in conservative politics. But he said if Schlapp continues to deny these allegations, and if he refuses to resign, he will unmask himself. He will come forward and he will tell everybody who he is. So we'll see what goes down with this. I mean, so far, the Republican Party is just silent on this. The only person that I know of who's made any kind of comment, any kind of remark on the right is Herschel Walker's son, who is also a gay man, a conservative gay man. And he has said Schlapp needs to step down. He needs to take ownership and he needs to go. But, we're dealing with a party that put up with 24 alleged sexual assaults by Donald Trump, including the alleged rape of a 13-year-old child at Epstein's property. We're dealing with a party who put up with Roy Moore, with all kinds of allegations of, him assaulting underage girls. The list goes on and on. I could name so many. You've got this new guy, Anton Lazaro, who's right now in jail and awaiting trial for his alleged sex trafficking of minors. So this is, the GOP, the greedy, oppressive predators. That's what it stands for now, honestly. So I'll let you guys know if I hear any more. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate or become a monthly supporter through Supercast. Links are down below in the description box, and I so appreciate it. Love you guys. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.